they let me take videos that are like 5 minutes long. So, we continue. Narrator. Aha! But a murder isn't complete without something going wrong. And right after Macbeth kills King Duncan, Macduff comes to the Macbeth manor and Macbeth panics and says, "Will all great Neptune's oceans wash this blood clean from my hands?" Narrator. Macbeth is barely able to maintain his composure as he goes to greet his guests. When Macduff goes to check on the king, he discovers him dead. Macbeth ows in after him and kills the servant, supposedly in his rage. But in reality, potential witnesses. Also, the king's sons flee in fear, and everyone decides to make Macbeth their king. But he's scared of Banquo because of the witch's prophecy. Macbeth. To be thus is nothing, but to be safely thus. Our fears and Banquo stick deeply in his royalty of nature. Reigns in that which would be feared, 'tis much he dares into the dauntless temper of his mind. He hath the wisdom that doth guide his valor to act in safety. There is none but he whose beginning I do fear, and under him my genius is rebuked. As it is said, they hailed him father to a line of kings. Upon my head they placed a fruitless crown, and to put a barren scepter in my grip, thence to be wrenched with an unlineal hand. No son of mine succeeded. If it be so, for Banquo's issue have I filled my mind. For them the gracious Duncan have I murdered, to make them kings, the seed of Banquo kings. Rather than so come fate into the list, and the champion me to thunderance. Who's there? Narrator. Out of jealousy, Macbeth reverts to the only solution he knows. Murder! His assassins only managed to kill Banquo, and not his son. Macbeth gets word of this right before a feast. First murderer. Most royal sir, Flint, the son, is escaped. Macbeth. Then comes my fit again. I had else been perfect. Whole as marble, founded as the rock, as broad and genial as the casing air. But now I'm a cribbed, confined, bound in the saucy doubts and fears. But Banquo's safe. First murderer. Ay, my good lord, safe and ditch he bides, with 20 trend gashes in his head, at least a death to nature. Macbeth. There grows the serpent lies. The words that fled hath nature in this time will venom breed. No teeth for the present. Get thee gone. Tomorrow we'll hear ourselves again. Exit murderer. Ghost of Banquo sits in Macbeth's chair. Lord. Mayst please your highness sit. Macbeth points at Ghost. Which of you have done this, lords? What, my good lord? Macbeth to the Ghost. Thou cannot say I did. Never shake thy gory locks at me. Lord. Gentlemen, rise, the king, his highness is not well. Lady Macbeth. Pray you, keep your seat. The fit is momentary. Upon a thought, he will be well again. Aside to Macbeth. Are you a man? Macbeth. Aye, and a bold one, that dare look on which might appall the devil. Lady Macbeth. Why do you make such faces? When all's done, you look but upon a stool. Ghost vanishes. Macbeth. If I stand here, I saw him. Aside. Blood hath been shed ere now. Aye, the olden time, ere human statue purged the gentle wheel. Aye, and since 2 murders have been performed, too terrible for the ear. The time has been that which the brains were out and the man would die, there an end. But now they rise again, the 20 mortal murders on their crowns, and push us from our stools. This is more strange than such a murder is. Lady Macbeth. Fie, for shame! Macbeth, summoning courage. Give me some wine. Fill full. Ghost re-enters. Macbeth. I drink to the general joy of the whole table, and to our dear friend Banquo, whom we miss. Would he were here. Macbeth, saying the Ghost. Avaunt, and quit my sight! Lady Macbeth. Stand not upon the order of your going, but go at once. Lords exit. Macbeth. It will have blood. They say blood will have blood. I will tomorrow to the weird sisters. Shall they speak? For now I am bent to know, by the worst means, the worst I am in blood. Stepping in so far that should I wade no more, returning were as tedious as to go ere. I'll exit. Narrator. Ah, murder! Don't we just love it? Macbeth certainly does. Anywho, Macbeth, suspecting Macbeth's involvement in Duncan and Banquo's murder, heads off to England to retrieve Malcolm, Duncan's son, and convince him to come to fight Macbeth in a cavern with a fiery cauldron. Because drama. First witch. Round about the cauldron go, in the poison entrails throw. All. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. Second witch. By the pricking of my thumb, something wicked this way comes. Enter Macbeth. Macbeth. How now, you secret black and midnight hags? What is it you do?